back to Selling Studio. As you know, my name is Zenny. I'm your selling blogger and I'm your selling reader, right? So today I think we finished reading the book which is called The Railway Children. Actually, I was a little bit interested, let's say this way, and I read this book till the end by myself, and actually, I was even crying. So I hope that you like the end of the story. It's a really lovely story. So I suggest you to start reading. And yeah, let's start reading. As you remember, the last chapter we've read was the third chapter. Yeah, it was about the landslide and how did children save the train. So today we read the fourth chapter, which is called The Terrible Secret. The railway company do want to reward the children. There was a ceremony at the station with a brass band, bunting, and cake. Oh, I love cakes. All the passengers who had been on the train were there, as well as the railway director, the train driver, Mr. Perks, and best of all, their own old gentleman. Oh, I love this character. He's so cute. The railway director made a speech praising the children, which they found very embarrassing, and gave them each other a gold watch. I think it's a good present, but I think he better gave them some kind of, I don't know, maybe food, money or so, because they are not rich enough. So yeah, they need something to eat. When it was all over, the old gentleman shook their hands. "Oh, do come back for a tea," said Phyllis. They climbed up the hill together. Bobby carried the magazines Mr. Perks had collected for her. He'd made a parcel of them, wrapped in an old sheet of newspaper. Back home, Mother, Phyllis, and Peter chatted with the old gentleman. Bobby went into her room to sort through the magazines. She undid the newspaper wrapping and idly looked at the print. Then she stared. Her feet went icy cold and her face burned. When she had read it all, she drew a long, uneven breath. So, now I know, she thought. It was a report of a spy trial with a photograph of the accused. It was a photograph of father. Underneath it said, "Guilty," and then 5 years in jail. Oh, that's bad. I don't remember, but I think that I told you that I had an assumption that he'd been arrested. So yeah, he'd been arrested. Bobby scrunched up the paper. "Oh, Daddy," she whispered, "you never did it." Time passed. The old gentleman laughed and it grew dark outside. Supper was ready, but Bobby couldn't join the others. Mother came to find her. "What's the matter?" she asked. Bobby held out the paper. "Tell me about it," she begged. Mother told her how father had been arrested for being a spy. Papers had been found in his desk that proved he had sold his country's secrets to enemies. Actually, I see how his children are, how good his children are, how shy and how lovely his family, his wife is. So actually, I don't think that the father is a spy actually. "Didn't they know he'd never do such a thing?" Bobby asked. "There was a man in his office he never quite trusted," Mother replied. "I think he planted those papers, Father." "Yeah, I think the same actually." "Why didn't you tell the lawyers that?" Bobby wanted to know. "Do you think I didn't try?" "Everything?" Mother demanded. "We just have to be patient and wait for him to come back to us." "Why didn't you tell us?" Are you going to tell the others now, you know? No, said Bobby. Why? Bobby thought hard. Because I would only upset them. Exactly, said her mother. But now you've found out, we must help each other to be brave. They went into supper together, and though Bobby's eyes were still red with tears, Peter and Phyllis never guessed why. The long, cold winter blossomed into spring, and then summer. Bobby couldn't bear the way time passed with nothing happening. Mother was so unhappy. Father was in prison and she couldn't do anything to help. So she wrote a letter, and once more it was to the old gentleman. Dear friend, Mother says we are not to ask for things for ourselves, but this isn't just for me. You see what it says in this paper. It isn't true. Father is not a spy. Couldn't you find out who did it, and then they would let Father out of prison? Think, if it was your daddy, what would you feel? Please, help me. Love from your good friend, Bobby. Actually, I think this old gentleman will help her. Yeah, I'm convinced. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced, yeah. Soon after she sent the letter, Bobby had her 12th birthday. Mother gave a bracelet she no longer wore. Peter and Phyllis made a cake. I said it the second time, I love cakes. And Mr. Bergs brought a bunch of flowers from his garden. I'm interesting. Would the old gentleman come? How do you think? I think that maybe, why not? It was very different from her last birthday, when she'd had a huge party and lots of presents. This one was happy enough, but Bobby missed Father so badly, her mind was filled with wanting him. No, it seems that the old gentleman didn't come. It's a pity. Then, one late summer's day, when the roses were out and the corn was ripening into gold, Bobby found it impossible to concentrate on her lessons. Please, Mother, she begged, can I go outside? Do you have a headache? Asked Mother. Bobby thought, not really, she replied. I just feel in days I'd be more alive in fresh air. Nothing. Mother let her go, and Bobby found herself walking down to the station. She felt as if she were in a dream. At the station, everyone smiled at her, and Mr. Berg shook her hand up and down. I saw it in the papers, she grinned. I'm so pleased. And there comes the 11:54 London train, back on time. So what in the papers? Bobby asked, puzzled, but Mr. Bergs had turned away, blowing his whistle. As the train drew into the station, Bobby was astonished to see handkerchiefs fluttering from every window. Only 3 people got out. An old woman with a basket of squeaking hens, the grocer's wife with some brown paper packages, and the third, oh, my daddy! My daddy! Bobby's cry pierced the air. People looked out of the windows to see a tall, thin man and a little girl rush up to each other with open arms. I felt something strange was going to happen today, said Bobby as they walked up the hill, but I never guessed what. Didn't Mother get my letter? Father asked. There weren't any letters this morning, Bobby replied. Mother wrote to tell me you'd found out, he said. You've been wonderful. The old gentleman has too. He helped them catch the real spy. Now, Bobby, run ahead and tell Mother and Peter and Phyllis I'm home. He paused in garden, looking around at the rich summer countryside with the hungry eyes of someone who has seen too little of flowers and trees and the white blue sky. Yeah, he was in a prison, as you remember. And yeah, they only has seen where for walls. Yeah, and a bed. Mother, Bobby, Peter and Phyllis stood in the doorway. Father went down the path to join them. We won't follow them. In that happy moment, in that happy family, no one else is wanted just now. Yes, as you see, this was the end of the story. I'm a little bit crying again, actually. Yes. So, I love the end very much. I love how their meeting is described. I love their feelings. And yes, I'm crying. Guys, oh my god. It's so lovely. Yes. I think that now they're happy. Even without money, it doesn't matter. They're all together. That's what's real matters. Yeah. That's the main happiness. Yes. That's what really matters, as I told you. So, that was the end of the story. And I hope you liked it as much as I do. And perhaps even more, because this story deserves it. So, have a nice day. Don't forget that on Thursday you will see our new video, so don't miss it. And have a nice day and bye bye.